A very good afternoon to you all. Thank you for watching Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, and it is the 30th day of April 2022. Thank you for joining us. We'll now give you the news in detail. The President of Mozambique, His Excellency Filipe Jacinto Nyusi, on Friday concluded his three-day state visit to Uganda, where he commended the hospitality accorded to him and his entourage while in the country. His host, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni, reiterated Uganda's readiness to work with him and Mozambique as a country, especially in areas of security and military support, wildlife and conservation, and agriculture. Philip Aguta reports.
Because we are busy with Somalia, where we have got 6,000 soldiers, and we are now in Congo, where we have got 4,000 soldiers now. What we decided to do for now.
After a three-day working visit to Uganda, this Friday was time for Mozambican President Filipe Jacinto to depart for his country. Before his departure, President Jacinto and his host, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni, had a joint media briefing in which President Filipe Jacinto commended the warm welcome and hospitality accorded to him and his entourage. Mr. Jacinto says his visit to Uganda has been impressive and has learned a lot of ideas that he will transfer back home in Mozambique.
Aprendemos bastante.
And we've learned a lot.
Fomos ver o parque, portanto a zona econômica, onde a infraestruturação e depois o conceito público-popular partnership que vimos lá, onde as empresas estão a investir e, sobretudo, transformar a zona que era base de guerra para libertar este país numa base para a libertação econômica do seu país. Parabéns, Sr. Presidente.
At the industrial park, we could see, as a result of the public-private partnership, the infrastructures of the industries that are being developed there, the undertakings, and most importantly, you've transformed that base which was for the liberation of the country from dictatorship for economic liberation. Congratulations, well done, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
President Yoweri Museveni, on his part, has reiterated Uganda's readiness to work with Mozambique, especially in areas of security and military support, including offering training to Mozambican soldiers by the UPDF.
So this time, we have agreed with His Excellency that please, let's have a lot of palavra.
Portanto, desta vez gostaria de aconselhar que vamos deixar palavras bonitas.
Muito palavra.
Muitas palavras bonitas.
But within the palavra have pouco ações.
Então queremos que se fale pouco, mas bem.
Concrete action.
E ter ações concretas.
And we have looked at this idea of the training of the army. We had not fully discussed, but I'm presenting it, of the officers.
Other areas of cooperation the two presidents agreed upon between Uganda and Mozambique include wildlife conservation and agriculture.
But the two projects,
os dois projetos,
the one of the production in the Montepuez area or any other area which His Excellency guides us.
De produção na área de Montepuez ou qualquer uma outra área que tenha sido identificada.
Agriculture.
Para a área agrícola.
And agroprocessing.
E agroprocessamento.
We are ready in the new budget from July. We are ready. We shall be able to move.
Daí que nós estamos prontos para avançar a partir do orçamento de julho.
So you should use these 2 months to plan.
Daí que tem estes 2 meses para fazer a planificação.
The group of General Ivan Koreta,
Portanto, o grupo do general Ivan Koreta,
the Minister of Agriculture is also here.
o ministro da Agricultura também está aqui presente.
So we should move and really produce to support the welfare of the veterans, but also support the economy.
Philip Aguta, UBC News in Entebbe.
In another development, the President Yoweri Museveni also congratulated the Muslim community upon completing the holy month of Ramadan. While hosting them for the iftar dinner at State House in Entebbe, President Yoweri Museveni advised religious leaders to mobilize Ugandans into commercial production other than producing for home consumption. The function was attended by, among others, the Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Ramadan Mobadje, the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, and the second Deputy Prime Minister, Rukia Nakadama.
Pocket. And we are coming with the parish development model. We want everybody to be involved. The second point is of JMU, not listening to the advice of the government, of the NRM. Like some of these problems they are talking about now, there is a problem of buto, the oil, which is used for making soap. It is in shortage in the whole world because of the corona and so on and so on. I will give a broadcast on those issues. But we started long ago growing the vinazi, which produce that buto. And we started in Karangara. Karangara now is producing. But what Karangara is producing is not enough because our efforts are always being interfered with. We wanted to, apart from Karangara, we wanted to grow vinazi in Buvuma, in Sango Bay, in Rakai, Chotera, Maruzi, in Lango. Now the plan has been revived to grow enough vinazi to have enough oil for soap manufacture within Uganda. But it's we have lost time. Otherwise, our people will not be suffering on this issue of buto for soap and for vegetable oil. But because of buli kyetukola tulina okusikanga n'omuguwa. Bano bawakana, bano baseketera ku nkomerero akosebwa yani muna Uganda. Awo Muganda we yagambira olugero nti nantabuulirwa yasabana na bwabumba, the one who cannot be advised tried to cross the lake with a clay boat and it sank in the water. So please listen, NRM knows exactly what we are doing. What we never talk about things we are not sure about. When I started growing palm oil in Karangara, there was no shortage in the world. There was no problem. But my line was, why should we import palm oil from Malaysia when we can produce it here? That was the reasoning. I didn't even know that there would be a shortage in the world and there would be a crisis. It was just a matter of tasaka. Kubanga enkole amaka tegasaka. Buli maka galima emere emara amaka. So,
Allah to continue to strengthen you so that Ugandans can continue to have peace and stability and also prosperity. We also pray for those who are still experiencing the dangerous COVID-19, the sick, and those who have lost their beloved ones, and those facing various challenges all over the world. We pray that Allah sees all through this in the holy month of Ramadan. At the same time, Your Excellency, I extend my condolences to you and the country for the big loss of the late Right Honorable Jacob Lokori Olanya, the former Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. It is really a huge blow to the country. The country has lost a strong, patriotic person. Let me take the same breath to congratulate our new Speaker of Parliament, Madam Anita Amongi. Congratulations, and I pray that the Almighty God protects you and guides you through that strong responsibility. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Muslims of Uganda and the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council and the entire Muslim fraternity, I commend your unreserved contribution towards the unity of Muslims. I personally appreciate you for intervening in the encouragement of unity among the Muslim community.
Pay for your dream phone, Mpola. Get your dream phone today for as low as 1,400 Uganda shillings with free data for a year and pay slowly. All phones come with daily 50 MBs for 12 months. Repayment period is 1 year. Available at MTN service centers and M-Copper shops.
The National Curriculum Development Center continues to equip secondary school teachers with necessary skills for tackling the curriculum. Addressing over a number of teachers from Kampala at Kololo Secondary School, a senior specialist at NCDC, Annette Namfuka, said that the new curriculum demands that students are assessed on competence, not on academics or grades.
They are now called master trainers. Thank you very much, our facilitator.
So in this kind of report, you do expect a teacher to tell you exactly what your child is able to do in class, reporting on the generic skills, reporting on the values, and reporting on all other aspects of the academics, including projects, including any other aspects of the school. We have included much more than just classroom assessment and planning and assessment. We have introduced what they call project-based learning. This is going to help, this in future is going to help our learners to solve problems, because the world we live in is not about a world of knowledge, but a world of so many issues that need to be solved. So learners are going to be given specific themes where they choose project titles, they implement them through the guidance of the teachers, and at the end of it all, during the learning, during the implementation of the projects, they will be at the same time assessed, and it will be contributing to the 10% that will contribute to the final percentage at the end of cycle.
Tujja bajja abantu okusogerera okubajja wali wansi ku primary level okubaleta mu secondary abasomeseza mu curriculum enkadde ate fene empya nga tumigiwaderamu kuki ku second ekyokubiri curriculum eno eri expensive.
It is so good if all teachers can embrace it and we do the right thing. It is good for the children and it is good for our nation. One, this new curriculum makes our children think, unlike those days when we were taught history.
The Pakistani community in Uganda has been urged to partner with Ugandans in their business endeavors, mainly in sharing skills and job offers. The newly appointed Pakistan ambassador to Uganda, Hassan Wazir, was speaking at the iftar dinner organized by the Overseas Pakistanis Global Foundation Association under the leadership of Jashan Ashad.
Related, so we have organized this iftar where we have invited people from the parliament. There were people from the Uganda Revenue Authority, the people from Citizenship and Immigration. There were some designated embassies like Turkish and Iran and others. There were some people also from the Uganda Police and our community. So this is a day, this is a month of blessing. We want to invite all our people with the local people here to have a fast, to break this fast together. And we pray for our country Uganda to have a better future and progress in the economy as well.
I was informed that there is considerable number of Pakistani community here in Uganda, and I am also happy that majority of them are involved in business, investment and trade. This is really needed for closer cooperation between Pakistan and Uganda. So my message to my community here is, number one, to follow the local laws. You see, the government laws of the land, we have first and foremost to follow them. And secondly, my message to them is to keep engaged Ugandans with them, so that there is a bond, close bond of friendship, brotherhood among them and the Pakistani community. My third message would be for them to be united. You see, to look for the betterment of the people of Uganda and the people of Pakistan, for the two states, for the two countries to move forward on the path of development and prosperity.
The Ministry of Kampala Affairs, in collaboration with Pakistan Association Uganda, have donated food items to people with disabilities in the city. The Minister of Kampala Affairs, Hajat Misa Kabanda, appreciated the Pakistan delegation for their support to Ugandan Muslims.
Because they are our friends from Pakistan, they've assisted us with these things for people with disability, and we thought that whenever we give out things, they are not reached upon because they cannot push themselves. So we decided to bring them here such that they can be exempted from the other groups and they come here and get their things. So I take this opportunity to thank the Pakistan ministry, the Pakistan country, for whatever they've given to us. And they have offered 2 bulls on Eid Day. So we are going to slaughter them from here, and so we shall distribute them from here. So
that I'm feeling that we have brought a few. I would have brought very many to cover maximum people. Sorry, to cover the maximum people. So at least they can join us in the day of fasting. As a Muslim, we know very well what is the fasting. And this time, it is very important to share our food with you. And Allah has appointed us to do this work. I am also thankful to Allah who has appointed us to do all that work. We belong to Pakistan Association Uganda, where we are doing different charity works. This is one of our work. We called it Ramadan package, which we have been giving in different areas of Uganda. We have delivered almost like 150 million shilling we have spent for this package of Ramadan up to now. It has been in Lira, it has been in Arua, it has been in Kampala, it has been in Uganda. There are very many sites we have done all that we have delivered. A part of that, we are also having a very important role. We are doing the boreholes in different areas of Uganda. From Iganga up to Maracha district, I have been there myself in Maracha even, and even chairman was there with us, RDC, LC5 chairman. We have opened the, we have done the boreholes because there were a lot of pupils who are not having a clean water to drink.
On behalf of the people of Kampala Central, twagala kwebaza baganda baffe ba Pakistan, barakallahu fikum okuddukirira bannakampala baganda baffe bannakampala. Basebo ne banyabo nja kutwala mu kisagano okubeebaza mwebale kusiiba. Mwebale kusiiba, mwebale okubeera exemplary.
The International Conference in the Great Lakes wants peace education to be added to the national curriculum. Now, this will fight violence and strikes in learning institutions since children will be groomed from the lower classes.
The National Curriculum Development Center, in conjunction with the International Conference in the Great Lakes region, wants peace education to be included on the national curriculum.
From the background that we have had before, peace education is taught in the schools, but in small theme or thematic areas, in CRE, in history, and has never been given a strong founding or foundation on which a child or a learner can be able to grasp and implement peace-related activities.
Yes, you can still agitate for whatever you want, but without being violent. It's unfortunate for us, the culture comes that now striking, and which striking means, I was giving the example of Makerere. How does one's going down one day gear and grabbing chapati and soda be part of the issue they are raising? That's now something totally different. It's just that a person has grown up with a culture that if I want something and the other side is saying, no, you can't have it, I become destructive.
While launching the handbook that has details of peace education, the Assistant Commissioner in charge of private institutions, George Mutekanga, asked NCDC to embrace and welcome the proposal for the betterment of the education sector.
Through peace education initiatives that have been told and have been taken through, we shall go a long way to address the issues of conflicts and concerns that come up in schools. Issues when you know the conflict, when you have the structures, when you have the student leadership on board. Peace education is good for the student leadership, for the teachers, for the trainers, for administrators, head teachers themselves, and even proprietors of private schools. So at the end of the day, we need to support and encourage peace education initiatives to be rolled out not only in the curriculum, but also in the day-to-day running.
Violent tendencies are as a result of discrimination amongst students that are brought to class, which can only be fought through peace education.
These trivialities around tribe. People call themselves Mekarimojong, the other ones call Ametesot, the other ones call themselves Kumam. And children carry these stereotypes into the classroom, into the schools. And somehow you find that they don't work collectively for the same purpose of steering education.
Peace education is the proposed medicine to cure violence in learning institutions. Shaidat Nasaku, UBC News.
In preparation for the parliamentary and local government councils by-elections in Omoro County, Omoro District, the Electoral Commission will conduct a display of the National Voters Register for Omoro County constituency. The public display of the Voters Register will be conducted at each polling station within Omoro County from Monday the 25th of April to 4th of May 2022, starting at 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. on each of the appointed dates, including weekends. The purpose of the display exercise is to enable voters to check for the correctness of their particulars, to confirm that photographs appear against correct particulars, to report to the display officer the following categories of persons: those who have died, the non-citizens, if any, those who are under 18 years of age, if any, and those who belong to another parish. Please note that there will also be a display of lists of persons recommended for deletion from the voters register for a period of 6 days from the 5th of May to the 10th of May 2022. The purpose of this supplementary display is to enable any person who may have been wrongly recommended for deletion to raise an objection to the parish tribunal. The parish or ward tribunal may reinstate the person if convinced of the genuineness of an objection.
Get connected today with the My Airtel 4G smartphone and enjoy free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 Uganda shillings. That's free 2 GB for the first month and free 1 GB for the next 11 months at only 250,000 Uganda shillings with free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 shillings only. Airtel, the smartphone network.
A World Cup in the desert? The first one in the Middle East. The first to be held at the end of the year? That's crazy. Get ready for spectacular moves. High-flying saves. Unbelievable goals. Out of this world celebration.
Would you believe it? What a moment here!
All 64 matches live. That's over 5,000 action-packed minutes of the FIFA 2022 World Cup Qatar. Now that's crazy. Catch all the action only on SuperSport, your world of champions. On Go TV. Love it.
COVID-19 is still here with us. As Owechtiwa Peter Maiga, the Prime Minister of Uganda, states, let us all take the necessary precautions.
Self-medication is always very dangerous. We should leave medical matters to the medical personnel. It's only a healthy population that can produce wealth. And if you want to work for your well-being, you must care about your health first.
Because of the new COVID-19 circulating variants like Omicron, it is very important for all of us to be fully vaccinated with 2 doses of the same vaccine type. It's only those getting Johnson & Johnson who receive only a single dose to be fully protected.
Even after vaccination, continue to adhere to all SOPs by wearing a mask properly, covering your mouth and nose, washing your hands regularly with soap and clean water or using an alcohol-based sanitizer, maintaining physical distance of at least 2 meters from others and avoiding crowds. Echa COVID-19, chija kugwa. This message is from the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF and partners.
Even with my grandson, a doctor at my side, I struggled to get the help I needed. But he saw something that day. He began to work day and night. He wouldn't quit, even when people said no. He wouldn't stop fighting. He knew something had to change, and his vision was bigger than anyone could imagine. He made it possible to receive quality medical services anywhere in Uganda by simply using a phone.
This is a story of a regular Ugandan just like you, who harnessed the power of technology to provide a solution for us. How about you tell us your story? UG needs more of you. To share your story, visit airtel.co.ug/UG needs more of you or call or SMS 162. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Lunchtime News. In the world of business, Postbank Uganda has gifted its long-term Muslim customers, each with GOTS thanking them for supporting their institution endlessly. Now, this is a time as Muslims complete their fasting season.
In our tradition, first of all, as Africans and Ugandans,
slaughtering a goat or an animal is one of those ways that you show that we celebrate achievements, that we celebrate milestones. So for us, it's one of those things that we thought that, we could give to our customers, and I'm sure they will enjoy the day. On just a few of these customers, we picked some from the schools, we picked some from the business community, especially the ones dealing in coffee, because we are very big now on coffee. We chose our colleagues just down here across in Nkurumah Road. So because of our vast customer base and geographical location, we picked just a few to represent, but others, wherever they are as well, they are receiving this good token of appreciation. Most of our customers that we have really have done a lot, especially through our transition from where we have come from as a credit institution to now a tier 1 bank. So it's just a token of appreciation. We wish them all the best.
Okundiziriza nga bakama bange betusobola nabo kubandikira nti wa Post Bank.
And that's all we had time for. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more news in our subsequent bulletins. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold.
Get connected today with